Hello guys, this is leathertoolz. Today I'm going to talk about Sin's leather tool. So Sin's is, I think it's quite known nowadays. They are all sold all over the Europe and also in Japan, in China. This is Chinese company, but they make a really nice tool, and I think it's quite interesting that it's a proper company that produces tool, and they have a lot of lineups. And this is the only Sin's leather tools that I have. This is left-handed wide edger special. So I got this a while ago, and I haven't done any review about this tool because I'm still practicing with this tool. It's quite difficult to get used to. I think I can get it in a proper use after a while. I'm practicing it. So until it's too late, I will just try to demonstrate to you and talk about this tool. Yeah. So this is nice box they made, and they write information about the tool. It's a DC53 steel, so this is upgrade from D2 steel, which has a really nice good wear resistance, and it has 6mm blade width, and the angle is 15 degrees. And the one thing that I noticed was that this cocobolo handle, they said this is not exactly a cocobolo handle. I think this is more like palm wood or wenge or wenge. I'm not a wood expert, so not so good with woods, but I do a little bit about the woods. I don't think this is cocobolo. Does this look like cocobolo to you guys? So I don't think it's cocobolo, but it doesn't matter. So anyways, so this is, it looks like some of the French edger you might see from other manufacturers, but this is not exactly a French edger. This is, I think this is Sin's development they did. So what this is, actually it looks like French edger, but it has extra one more blade to the side. So this is a left-handed version, so you're supposed to have the cut on this blade on this side, and then there's a cut on the flat side. So there's this cut and also cut like this. So what you can do is you can do this skiving like this. So from this kind of leather you can get skiving result like this. So you have a really nice step cut skiving with this kind of tool. Of course, this tool does it much better when you use with the vegetable tan leather. If you use it with a soft or very thin leather, it's difficult. And what I'm still practicing it is, I'm having a problem having a really consistent edge thickness over here. I'm not sure if you can see it with the camera. It starts with a little bit thick, but then thin down here, continues, and then it gets thicker over here. Yeah, and then it goes back to thin. So it seems to be very good result if you look from the top, but then if you look into the reality, it's not that good. So while we do this, it depends on what you are doing. You might just want to get thinner edge on the sides or for stitching, or you might want to make a zipper for your stuff. So maybe you attach something, you need thinner side, so you want to thin it down like that, or you're joining two pieces together, so you want to have same thickness all over the length. So you just do this side and then do this side, and then you just glue them together like this. So the reason why you would do this would be your question. So you decide why you do it. I just want to demonstrate, and I just want to show you how to maintain this tool, and yeah, and in the future I may use this tool in the video. So without further ado, I will show you the performance, how this tool really cuts. So again, I'm left-handed, and this is left-handed version. So on my left hand, I will demonstrate. So this cut is, I cut it clean with my knife. So you should first have a clearance reference guideline for your edge. So you first dig in, raise your angle, and then just dig into the leather, and then in the same angle you just push forward and try to maintain the guide as of your leather. So your non-cutting edge on the left side of the blade, this blade does not cut. It will just follow this reference of the outside guidelines of the leather, and this blade is sharp one. This will cut leather as the bottom blade cuts, and then it will just make really nice clean cut as it proceeds. So I'll just first show you, and on the curve try to maintain the reference. Like this. So if you sometimes you really cannot adjust your consistency, you get this kind of a failure mistake. Yeah. So blade does go through too deep, so you cut the leather like this. So you need to practice it. So if you check your edge, you see there's a thick spot over here. Then what you do is you go there, try to remove that spot only, like this. And then you try to just blend in all the pieces that you're trying to do, going over again. So you may not see, I just made a mistake while I'm talking, so I will do it again. So this is how it's really done. So without the curve, I'll just try to do it in front of camera. So this kind of tool is quite nice once you get used to it, but it's difficult to get used to it. So all these new tools that coming out, it's very interesting, but for me it's quite hard to get used to. So I try to do the straight line again just to show you the best result in one go. So straight is much easier than the curve, I think, for me. So yeah. This side was again too thick. One more pass. Yeah, it's similar. Now in the middle a little bit, taking off a little bit. Yeah, like that. Yeah, so you get this very interesting step sky look. So one of the idea is that you can lay down your thin leather on top so that you can make a raised feel to your belt or your wallet, whatever. So that instead of you get two pieces of leather, and so I'll just show you what I mean. What you can do really interesting is, well, I think this ruler moved a little bit. Yeah. So you can just push it like this. Oh, again, my mistake, but still I'll just do it. Yeah, so yeah, so you make this kind of the rounded scarved piece of leather like this, and then what you do is you glue the thin piece of leather together on the top, and then you get the raised effect. So just as if you just stick your the split leather onto your thin leather, so you make raised look. But as you can see, this tool is really difficult to get used to. This is most difficult tool I ever used. But still, I just want to get it really put into use, because once I get used to it, I think this tool can be a really fun little asset to use. So I'm just trying to get used to it time to time whenever I can. So I would like to show you how to maintain this tool. I highly recommend it. Do not sharpen it, or do not sandpaper. Do not use any sandpaper to sharpen this tool, because how it's constructed is quite delicate. So you don't want to mess with the edge too much with this tool, because how geometry is important for this tool. So what you're doing is just dropping will be enough. So if you take a close look at your new edge, there's very flat line, and when there's edge, there's a curve. So like there's flat line, and then there is a slight curve at the end. Okay, so flat and curve. So what you're doing is pull and up, okay, like this. So just pull and raise it a little bit like this. So when you push cut your vegetable tan leather, it will go smoothly, and it will not take much force, so that you get less mistake by using sharp knife. So just drop it, raise it at the end, drop it, and then on this side for your wall cutter, on the one side. If you are right-handed, of course your cutter will be located on here, okay. And what you do is you can just drop it like this. Can you see it? Oh, maybe I have to do it like this. Just drop it like this. Raise it slightly, not just laying it down. Raise it slightly, just so the tip touches the strop. Don't go too hard. It's really delicate edge. We don't want to bend. We don't want to break. We don't want to damage it. So just like this. I'm not doing this. It's this. Okay. So just sharpen it like this, and then maybe practice again. So every tool, practice makes perfect, guys. Yeah, it cuts much better, I think. Tell me if you have experience with this tool, how you think about it, how long it took to get used to it for you guys. It'd be nice to share. So, oops, this was the Sense, what is it called? White Etcher Special. I'll try to put Sense link in the description, where you can go visit and check out their tool. They have an Etsy shop, I think, and it's a quite cool that there are a new company like KS Blade. They make leather tools dedicated for leathercraft. It's a thing that we should need always, because a lot of nice tool companies like Dixon's or Barnsley, they went out of business a while ago. So it's good that new companies are formed for the new tools, and hopefully they still make them tool and they last for a long time, until not after such disappear suddenly when a lot of people stop doing leathercraft. Yeah, I think the longevity is quite important nowadays. A lot of new things coming out, and also it disappearing really fast. So yeah, just my thoughts, and yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Hopefully if you're looking for such a tool, I think this tool is quite nice, but still, again, I said you need time to practice. It's quite frustrating first time, but then it's getting better. So I think you will get used to it a lot faster than me if you're used to using this French as a type of tool. So just very interesting tool that they produced. Alright, so thanks for watching, guys. As always, I will see you guys next video. Bye bye.